Hello everyone, welcome back to day 3 of our Python complete course. I hope you are doing great and more importantly, I hope you have completed all the practice questions and homework from day 2. First of all, congratulations. You have already completed 2 days of Python and that means you have officially started your programming journey. Remember, consistency is the key. Don't worry if you make mistakes while coding. Every programmer in the world, including me, has made thousands of mistakes while learning. In fact, making mistakes is a sign that you are learning. Before we begin today's class, I have a small request. Open VS Code, keep your notebook beside you, and type every single line of code that I write during this lecture. Don't just watch the video, practice along with me. Today's topic is one of the most important frequently asked topic in Python. We are going to learn about strings. Whenever you send a message on WhatsApp, write a caption on Instagram, search something on Google, or enter your name while filling out a form, you are working with a string. Strings are everywhere, and by the end of today's class, you will be able to understand what are strings, access characters using indexing, using negative indexing, perform string slicing. You work with important string methods, use format, function, write modern Python code using F strings, solve practice questions, build a small mini projects. So if you're excited for day 3, type day 3 started in the comment section. Without wasting any more time, let's go to computer screen and start today's class and master strings in Python. Let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to day 3 of our Python complete course. I hope all of you practice the programs of from day 2 because programming is not a spectator sport. You cannot learn Python by only watching videos. You have to write the code yourself before we begin today's topic. Let's quickly revise. Wait 2 seconds. Let's quickly revise what we learned in day 2. In day 2, we learned about variables. We learned that variables are are containers used to store data. For example, I write here name equal to Sangam and age equal to 20. Then print name, print age, and when we run the code, it will print Sangam 20. After that, we studied in here we studied name stores a string value and age stores the integer value. After that, we studied the naming rules of variables. Variables name cannot start with a number. Variable name cannot contain spaces. Keywords cannot be used as variable name. Variables name should be meaningful. Then we discussed data types. Remember, data types tell us what kind of data is stored inside a variable. Some common data types are integer, float, string, boolean. Examples like I already written here string and integer. I write price equal to 99.99. This is float, and I write here is student equal to true. Then it is boolean. Print price, print is student. When we run the code, it will print all the data. Then we learned about the input function. The input function allows us to take input from the user. For example, I write here, I comment out this all of this and write here name equal to input. No, only input. Okay. When we run the code, it asks for input. Then I write here Sangam, enter. Oh, also have to write print name. Then we run the code. I write here Sangam. Then it will print Sangam. Then we discuss type conversion. We learned that input functions always returns a string. So if we want integer, we have to explicitly convert. For example, I write here name. Name is a variable. I write here int and age age. When I run the code, it starts ask for input. Then I enter 45. It will print 45. After that, we studied operators. We learned about arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators, assignment operators. For example, I write here print 10 plus 5, print 10 is greater than 5, print true and false. When we run the code, first I comment out this part and run the code. It is giving error. Okay. Okay. It will print all the data. It will do arithmetic operations and comparison operator and logical operator. I hope everyone is comfortable with these topics because they will be used throughout the entire Python course. Now let's move to today's topic. Today's topic is one of the most important topic in Python, and today that topic is strings. Let me ask you a question. What do you think? Let's start begin our today's topic. Strings. Ask. Let me ask you. It is string or not? It is example of strings. In fact, whenever you work with names, addresses, messages, emails, passwords, and text data, you are working with strings. Strings are everywhere. Think about it. Your name is a string, your city is a string, your Instagram username is a string, your WhatsApp message is a string. Without strings, it would be impossible to build applications like WhatsApp, Instagram, Gmail, and Facebook. Today, we are going to master strings completely. By the end of this class, you will know. I give you a short definition about today's topics. By the end of this class, you will know what strings are, indexing, negative indexing, string slicing, string methods, format of string, practice problems, a mini project, and I give you a mini project. So get your laptop ready, open VS Code. Let's begin our first program of today's class. So, first topic is are strings? What strings are? Now let's start with first question. What is a string? A string is one of the most commonly used data types in Python. In simple words, a, s- a string is a sequence of characters enclosed within single quotes, double quotes, and or triple quotes. Now you might be wondering, what are characters? Characters are can be characters can be letters, numbers, spaces, symbols. For example, AB19 at the rate spaces, all of these are characters. And when multiple characters are combined together, they form a string. Let's see more example. Like I write name equal to Sangam, city equal to Bokaro, and language equal to Python. This Sangam, Bokaro, and Python all are in strings. And I write one more message. It is also a string. Welcome to Python code. All of these are strings because they are enclosed inside quotation marks. Strings are everywhere in our daily life. Think about it. Your name string, your email string, your address string, your phone number string, your Insta username string, your password string, your WhatsApp message string. In fact, most of the data we use on the internet is text. And text in programming is represented using strings. Without strings, applications like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Gmail, YouTube would not exist in their current form. Ways to create strings. First, Python provides three ways to create strings. First is, I will show you. First, single quotes, name equal to Python. And second, double quotes, name, double quotation Python. And third is message in triple quotes. One by one, I explain all this. All three are valid in Python. Single quotes versus double quotes. Many students ask us, sir, which one should we use? The answer is you can use either single quotes or double quotes, both work exactly the same. Like I write print double quote hello, another example, another print single quote hello. Both the output is same. You write your code and check it. Both produce the same result. Why triple quotes? Triple quotes are generally used for multi-line strings, documentations, long text. Like example, I write here message welcome to Python complete course. Like you write your address, like you in first line you write your house number, second line your district, your state, then your country. It it is contained in triple quotes string. Notice that Python preserves the line breaks. Strings with numbers. Now pay attention to this. If I write here age equal to 20. Is this an integer? No, it is a string because it is inside quotes. Similarly, phone number I write inside quotes is also a string. Remember this rule. If something is inside quotes, Python treats it as a string. Let's compare. I make one more file, day 3 second dot py. I write here a equal to 10, b equal to 10, print type a, print type b, and we run the code. It will give first integer a and second string b. This is one of the most common interview questions. String are immutable and string are immutable. Now let's learn a new word. Immutable. Immutable means something that cannot be changed after it is created. Note that my word. I write here in note section. String in Python are immutable. For example, name equal to Python. Can we directly change the first letter? Let's try. Here, name equal to Python, name 0 equal to J. And we run the code, it will give an error, type error. String does not support item assignment. Python gives an error because string cannot be modified directly. Don't worry if you don't understand indexing right now. We will learn it in the next section. For now, just remember string are immutable. It's a summary for you. Like I write string a sequence of characters includes in quotes, single quotes, double quotes, or triple quotes, any quotes, and string is immutable. I have a practice question for you. Like print, you have to write print hello world and print Python is easy. Name equal to in double quotes Sangam. Print name city equal to Bokaro and print city. And also write message in triple quotes and print message that message. Common mistakes are many beginners learn write string without quotation. It will be wrong. And second common mistake, many beginners write here what single quotation and here double quotation. It is also wrong. It will give an error. And third mistake, thinking like you think number equal to double quote 100. You think this is a number. No, this is a string. And move to another section, string indexing. What is string indexing? Now that we know what strings are, let's learn one more of the most important concept of Python strings. String indexing. The topic is extremely important because almost every string operation in Python uses indexing. So pay close attention. What is indexing? Suppose I write the word Python. If I ask you what is the first letter, what is the third letter, and what is the last letter, you can answer immediately. Why? Because every character has a position. Similarly, in Python, every character inside a string has a position, and that position number is called an index. I write in the notes section the indexing definition are indexing is a process of accessing individual characters of a string using their position numbers. Remember this definition. In interview, interviewer asks you the definition. Let's create a string. Name equal to Python. I here create one string. Name equal to Python. Here P Y T S O N and its indexing are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice something very important. Python start counting from 0, not from 1. This is called zero-based indexing. Why does Python start from 0? Many students ask, Sir, why does not Python start from 1? The answer is most programming languages use zero-based indexing because it makes memory access faster and more efficient. For now, simply remember Python start counting from 0. I write in the notes Python start counting from 0. Accessing characters, the syntax is very simple. Variable name, then index. If I want to access p, I write here print variable name. Here I name bracket 0. When I run this code, it will print p here. Explain nation of this term. Name is the variable and 0 means give me the character at position 0. I am giving you a task. You have to print every character like name 1, name 2, name 3, name 4, name 5. And I also show the visual representations. I write here string index. Whenever I say index, think of position. I am giving an example city Bokaro. City Bokaro. I write here print city 0, 0, 1, 2. When we run the code, it will print B, OK, and P is here. Using variables. Indexing works with all strings, languages, Python, language equal to Python, and when we print language 0, language 5, it is common example like I here write it, language 0, language 5. I also give you one more example of it. In here, Python prints P and 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Python treats uppercase and lowercase letter differently. Greater P and small p are not the same. Python is case sensitive. Accessing spaces, even spaces have indexes. Like I write here one thing, message I love Python. I will comment out this part. I love Python. Notice, wait 2 minutes. I love Python. In here, one index, two index. This is the indexing of this line. The spaces are also counted. You have to write like when I print message bracket 1. When we run this code, it will print space, blank space. This proves that spaces are also characters. Index out of range. Now let's see a common mistake name like I comment out this part and comment in this part. Like I write here name 10 when we 10. When we run this code, it will give an indexer, a string index out of range. Why? Because Python has only characters and its valid indexes are up to 5. There is no index 10. Important rule. Always remember maximum index is equal to length of a string minus 1. For example, Python length is 6, maximum index 5. Finding length. Python provides the length function. Like I write here, comment out this, and write print length of name. When we run this code, it will give the length of the this string. Length returns the total number of characters in the string. It also counts spaces in here when I write print length message. When I run this code, it will print 13. It will count the spaces in between them. Okay, it's done. I am giving you a question. Write the name equal to string programming and check the length of that programming and print one by one word using string indexing. In quick revision, what is we studied what is indexing? Does Python use zero based indexing? What is the index of the first characters? What first function gives the length of a string? Are spaces counted in a string? What happens if we access an invalid string index? What is the maximum index of a string with length 10? Let's move to another topic, negative indexing. It is all this part. We discovered that Python uses positive indexing, where counting starts from zero. For example, name equal to Python. I write here name equal to Python indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use positive indexing. We can easily access characters from the beginning of the string. But now I have a question for you. What if I want to access the last character of a string? Suppose I have Python. If I ask you to print the last character, you might say print name equal to 5. And yes, that's correct. But here's the problem. What if tomorrow the string changes? Now the last character is no longer at index 5. There is where negative indexing becomes extremely useful. What is negative indexing? Negative indexing allows us to access characters from the end of the string. Instead of counting from left to right, we count from right to left. And Python starts from -1. I give you the definition in note section. -1 always represents the last character of string. Let's take the same string, Python. Here, negative index, -6, -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1. Important to remember these 2 points. Positive indexing starts from the beginning, negative indexing starts from the end. And the most importantly, the last factor of every string is always at index 1, index -1. Accessing characters, like I write here, print name -1. When we run this code, it will print n. What happened here? Python started counting from the end. I write -2, then it will print O. I write -3, it will print H, and so long. Positive indexing moves from left to right, negative indexing moves from right to left. This question asked in the MCQ of the college exam. I write in the notes section. Why use negative indexing? Many students ask, Sir, why do we need negative indexing if positive indexing already exists? That's a great question. Suppose you only need the last character of a string. Using positive indexing, you must know the length of the string. For example, name. Programming a print name 10, but with negative indexing, you don't need to know the length. This makes your code cleaner and easier to maintain. Like example, imagine a line of student. You can identify student from the front, first student, second student, third, or from the back, last second, last third. Negative indexing works exactly like counting from the back of the line. Negative index out of a range. Like if I write here -10 and run the code, it will give index error, string index out of range. Because Python only has 6 characters, valid negative indexes are minus up to -6. There is no -10. Combining positive and negative indexing. You can use both styles in the same program. Like I write here 0 and write here -1. When we run this code, it will print P and N. This is very common in real world programs. I am giving you a task. You have to write any fruit name and use negative indexing and positive indexing both and check what is the result. Tell your if someone asks, how do I print the last character of a string? Always remember print string name and -1. This is one of the most commonly used in techniques in Python. Students generally common mistakes. First mistake is thinking -1 means the first character. Wrong. -1 means last character. Accessing invalid negative indexes. It will give an index error. Forgetting that spaces are counted. The space between the words also has a negative index. Let's start our new topic, string slicing. Hmm. String slicing means extracting a part of a string. String slicing is the process of extracting a portion of a string using indexes. I write this in note section. Think of a loaf of bread. You don't always eat the entire loaf. Sometimes you take only a few slices. Similarly, in Python, we can take only the part of the string that we need. Syn- Syntax of a string slicing is like I write here. Syntax of string slicing. String name, square bracket, then start and end. Start index included and index end index excluded. I repeat, start is included and end is excluded. This is one of the biggest sources of confusion for beginners. Let's create a string Python here. Print name 03. Uh, when we print this, run this code, it will print pyt. What do you think of pyt? And second, if I write here 1 comma 4, 4, 1 colon 4, and we run this code, yth, o is excluded. You use different methods also. You use different strings also using string slicing. Omitting start index. Now here's something interesting. If you don't specify the start index, Python assumes 0. If I write directly colon 4, then when we run this code, it will directly include from 0. Python automatically starts from index 0, omitting index. If you don't specify the end index, Python goes till the end of the string. If we write here 2 and remove end index and run this code, thon. This is extremely useful in real world programs. And what happens if we write full? Then we don't have to specify any of this and run this code. It will write full string. Python returns the entire string slicing with step. Its uses are its syntax of this is string start and step. The step tells Python how many characters to skip. Here I write name colon colon 2. It will print T P T O skips Y H and N because it moves two steps at a time. And I write here 3 and run this code. It will move 3 steps at a time, reversing a string. Now let's do something magical. Write name here and -1. And when we print this code, it will reverse the whole string. You have just reversed a string using a single line of code. Start and step. A negative step means move backwards. This is one of the most commonly asked interview questions. Like I write here colon 05 program. And negative slicing. You can also use negative indexes like -4 to -1, -4 colon -1. When we run this code, it will bring THO from -4 to -1. Negative slicing is very useful once you become comfortable with indexing. And let's move to another topic, that is string methods. So string methods, suppose you want to convert text to uppercase, convert text to lowercase, replace a word, find a character, count occurrence. Split a sentence, join word together. Should we write hundreds of lines of code? Of course not. Python provides us with ready-made functions called string methods. What are string methods? String methods are built-in functions used to perform various operations on strings. I write here notes section of the definition of string methods. First method, upper. In upper, like name equal to Python, print name dot upper. When we run this code, it will print in uppercase. Like also lower, print name dot lower. When we run this code, it will print in lowercase all of the word. Replace, print the method replace one value with another. Like old, its syntax was string dot replace old comma new. Like I have exam one text. I have a text one T1. I love Python. I love Python. And here I write T1 dot replace Python comma Java. When we run this code, it will print I love Python. Okay? T1 dot replace I love Python. When I run this code, it will print I love Java. It replaces Python with Java. You use different examples. And fourth method is find. Like I have to print text T1 dot find dot find Java. When we run this code, it will print -1. Python correctly returns -1. What if value does not exist? If find cannot locate the value, it returns -1. Like it returns -1. It is Python because it is in Python. If I write here Python and then run this code, it will return 7 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 5. And another method is count. The count method tells us how many times something appears. Like I write here print t1 dot count here, then I love Python. Oh, I write here oh, and then run this code. It will show two times oh is coming in Python. I love Python. And sixth method was split. The split method convert a string into a list. Like I write here, print t1 dot split and run this code. It will convert string into list. I love Python. Split separates using spaces. And seventh method was join. When we use join keyword, join method joins multiple strings together. Like I have a word w1, I have a word Python, Java, C++, and I have to join with this. I write dash dot join words. It means Python dash Java dash C++. When we run this code, it will print. Okay, sorry. Blue one Python dash Java dot dash C++. Then we move to another topic, format method. So far, we have learned string indexing, negative indexing, string slicing, string methods. Now let's learn something that makes our output look much cleaner and more professional, and that is format method. Before learning format, let's understand the problem it solves. Suppose I want to print my name is Sangam and I am 20 years old. One way to do is name Sangam print 20, then I write this code here like that. What the works this works perfectly. But imagine you have not only name and age, you have name, age, city, college, course, phone number. You print statement because very long, become very long. That's where format helps us. The format function I write in definition in string, then note section. The format method is used to insert values into string in a clean and readable way. Think of it as filling blanks in a sentence, like basic syntax are text, curly bracket, dot, format value. The curly braces, this is the syntax of format method. The curly braces act as placeholder. Whatever value we pass to format is placed inside the curly braces. I am giving you an example of format method like name equal to Sangam. First of all, I'll comment out all of this. Then here, name equal to Sangam, print my name is curly braces dot format dot name. When when I run this code, it will print my name is and that's Sangam here. Like I have to print name equal to Sangam and then age equal to 20. 20 my name is Sangam and I am years old. Three sequence. And here I write format name, comma, age, and I run this code. It will print my name is Sangam and I am 20 years old. Like and name argument. You can also give names to the placeholder. Like you have to print name. Here I remove this. No. When I run this code, it will print. Wait for 2 seconds. When I run this code, it will print name co- colon Sangam and age colon 20. And why we use format? Format provides better readability, cleaner code, easier maintenance, professional output for formatting. Although modern Python developers often prefer f-strings, you will still find format used in many existing projects. Let's learn about f-strings. In previous, we learned about format method, and I told you that modern Python provides an even better and easier way to format strings. That method is called fstring. In fact, if you ask most Python developers today which method do they prefer for string formatting, many of them will say fstrings because they are simple, fast, easy to read, easy to write. What are fstrings? Fstrings are a modern way to insert variables and expression directly inside a string. I write definition in notes file and then F-strings were introduced in Python 3.6 and have become one of the most popular features of Python. Suppose I have to first I comment out this part and comment in this part. I have to use and write for this. I write here print F string double colon then my name is my name is name and I am years age years old. When I run this code, my name is Sangam and I am 20 years old. This is good, but with app string, the same thing become. This is app strings, and if I don't want to use the app string, then I write here as well like this, and I run the both of the code. My name is Sangam and I am 20 years old. It's that much clear. Which is more clear, this or this? Of course, this. Syntax of app string is f basically f double inserted comma and then variable and f before the string place variables inside curly braces. That's it. F strings can evaluate expression. This is where things become really interesting. F strings can evaluate expression directly. Python evaluates the expression inside the curly braces. This is one reason developers love F string. I am giving a task. You have to write any sentence using F strings and format methods. Approx 5 Strings you have to write using F strings and format method. And let's compare F strings and format. Most people find the second version easier to read. F string is easier to read. Which one should we use? For modern Python code, prefer F string whenever possible. However, it's still important to know format because you will encounter it in older code bases and tutorials. Let's move to different topic. Let's move to our last practice question. I am give You have successfully learned what strings are, string indexing, negative indexing, string slicing, string method, format, F strings. But remembering one thing, programming is not learned by watching videos, programming is learned by writing code. So let's our understanding with some practice question. I want you to pause the video after each question, try solving it yourself. Print the first and last character. I am giving you only question, you have to write the answer. I write here, I make one file day3 practice questions dot txt. I write here question. First question, print the first and last character of programming. And second question two, reverse the string Python using slicing. Question three, count the number of A in banana. And question four, convert hello world into uppercase. And question five, replace Java with Python. Question six, split the following strings. Question seven, create a sentence using create a sentence using an F string. I am adding one thing, F strings or format method or format. And let's move to our mini quiz. What is the output if we print Python? You have to write mini quiz section. Mini quiz one dot. What is the output of this? And output of this, output of this, output of this. And one last mini quiz question is output of this. Without looking at the solution, write a program that takes your name as input, prints your name in uppercase, prints your name in lowercase, prints the length of your name, prints the first character, print the last character, print your name in reverse. Try solving it by yourself. This is all your practice question. You have to practice by yourself and write the answers in comment section. and I am giving a mini project. You have to write in description box. I am giving you a one mini project. You have to solve and give the solutions in comment section or in my Insta DM. Give the solution in comment section of this lecture. Let's close. Thank you so much for joining me in day 3 of our Python complete course. I hope you enjoyed learning about strings because they are one of the most powerful and frequently used data types in Python. Make sure you complete the homework and practice every example shown in today's class. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends who are learning Python so that I know you are learning with me. I, if you comment day 3 completed so that I know you are learning with me. I will see you in day 4 where we will learn about another exciting topic in Python. Until then, keep learning, keep coding, and have a great day. Thank you, everyone.